He learned his football from a Leitrim man, Michael McGowan, when he was going to school in Shannon, a former Leitrim manager and chairman of the Leitrim County Board.
And the game is on. And no doubt about it, Katrina Brady is the first to the ball. Lays it off inside and picks up on the return pass. Also out there for Shannon Gaels is Ali Kelly, former Kerry Donegal player here in New York, a young girl from Meath, but who's been here for many, many years. Rockland played the direct ball in. They're looking to pick out their corner forward, Ciara Traynor, who has been known to hit the onion bag once in a game. Katrina Brady winning the free there. That's Ali Kelly on the ball at the moment. She's looking for some support. It comes her way from Katrina Brady. Playing the ball in. And it's Shannon Gaels on the attack, going for blood first and send the ball wide.
Number 5, whoever that was.
Number 5?
Number 5 sent it. And for Shannon Gaels.
Yeah. That was Roisin Rinn. Mairead Temain takes the kick out. Straight into the hands of Katrina Brady, who knew where to be. Plays it off to the other experienced player, Ali Kelly, who sends the ball over the bar. And we see those experienced players giving the instructions to the younger folks alongside. These teams met a few weeks ago in Rockland, were the successful team coming out on top. Sent out to Sinead Henry, the youngest of the Henry girls. Her two sisters, Kellyanne and Mary Kate, have both played for Rockland. Great interception there by Kiva Moore. Couldn't hold on to possession. The free in to Rockland. Looking for Claire Berkowitz, looking for someone to lay the ball off to. She finds her number 11, Grace Haley, who under deep pressure sends the ball very wide.
That might have been a 45.
Great that we're here at the end of November. We weren't sure whether we would get this final in, partly because of the beginning of the upsurge here in COVID again here in New York, but also with the weather. We're not always guaranteed good football and weather, but we can't complain this year. We've been very lucky. Here come Rockland again on the attack. There's Claire Berkowitz. She lays the ball off. That was taken in hand by Benny Toohey. Benny, a native of Tyrone. Another veteran of this Shannon Gaels team. Rockland send the ball in. It's coming dangerously, and it's cleared back the line by Aoife Matters. The ball crosses the line for a 45. Rockland team are marshalled by their manager is Tony Donnelly, who is ably assisted by Stan Hayes, and their trainer is Colin Donnelly, former Tyrone manager. High ball in has been picked up by the Shannon Gaels back line. Orla Flynn comes out with the ball. She passes it off to Ciara Traynor. And that's Sinead Henry who sends the ball over the bar. Sinead would be one of the more experienced players in this Rockland panel. Most of the girls here are between 16 and 18. The ball comes out. Katrina Brady to mop it up. She sends the ball in. It's come fast to number 5, Roisin Rinn. She lays the ball off to Ali Kelly, looking for her options. Trina Mullen with the ball. Roisin Rinn. Ball got away on her, and Rockland clean up. Saoirse Donnelly coming out with the ball, lays it off to Grace Haley, who is tackled by Katrina Brady, who lays the ball off again to Ali Kelly, who plays it back. Fiona Mullen with the ball, sends it to Ali Kelly, who sends that just wide. Pretty tight game so far, Frank.
Yes, it's fairly well balanced. Rockland had a few chances there that they, should have used better, but I guess they're just getting into the flow of the game at this stage.
Rockland have scored a lot of goals as part of this competition. I would think they're up to nearly 30 goals, so they are dangerous on the attack, and would be remiss of Shannon Gaels to underestimate that. Rockland play the ball out. Aoife Matter. Aoife wins her free. Sends the ball into Ali Kelly. Leads it off to Fiona Mullen.
4. Second point, number 4 there.
That was Caitlin Mahon with the score. That play started with Aoife Matters. Of course, the Shannon Gaels team is led by her mum, Stephanie Matters, native of Longstone, County Down. And they also have former Down goalkeeper Mickey Cunningham on the line for them. And here's a lovely move by Shannon Gaels, just to be denied by Mairead Tremaine.
Number 5.
That was Roisin Rinn. He was coming in hard. Here they come again, Shannon Gaels. No let up. Katrina Mullen. She finds Roisin Rinn again. Lays the ball off to Annie Moore, and who sends the ball wide. Just 9 minutes gone, and Shannon Gaels lead 2 points to no score. Well cleared by Shannon Gaels, number 21, Claire Riley. That's one of the daughters of Mike Riley. She works hard and gets the ball back and lays it off to Katrina Mullen. Ciara O'Reilly denies them on that. That's Claire Berkowitz making a run onto the ball, looking for someone to play it off to. And the shooting let her down. That was Olivia Maxwell. Olivia, a player from the New Haven club at underage, who's playing her senior football with Rockland. That's Benny Toohey with the kick out. taken by the Rockland player. Here. Shannon Gaels have weathered the pressure and cleared their lines. Through Katrina Mullen. That's Ali Kelly with the ball. Plays it back to Katrina Mullen. Finds Ali Kelly. Sends a nice ball in. Here's Roisin Rinn. Oh, great save by Mairead Tremaine.
That's twice Mairead has come to the rescue in recent times here.
I believe Mairead is a soccer goalkeeper. I think she has all the poses of that. She was part of the winning Féile team of a year ago. That's Kyra O'Reilly. Sends the ball out to Ciara McDermott. There's the ball off to Rianne Kelleher. Sends the ball into Claire Berkowitz. A nice open space ball to run into. Looking for somebody to get free inside. Shannon Gaels are closing them down. Back with Claire Berkowitz. And there you go, just like that. Olivia Maxwell with the goal. Right place at the right time.
You're right, Nolly. They have a penchant for goals, and they illustrated it very well there. Picked out the loose player on the edge of the square, and she made no mistake about it.
That's correct. That's how they've operated all season. Shannon Gaels again. We're 10 minutes gone in this game. Sends the ball out into the hands of Katrina Brady. Lays the ball off to Ali Kelly. Ali Kelly loses possession momentarily, but sends the ball in to Fiona Mullen. Again, that ball falls short and is cleared up by Mairead Tremaine. He sends the ball out to Rianne Kelleher. Rianne lays it off to Ciara McDermott. He finds Olivia Maxwell, who sends it on to Claire Berkowitz. Claire Berkowitz makes a run in towards the goal, and now we have another goal on. Oh, great block by Aoife Matters. Great play by Aoife Matters. Again, it's reclaimed by the Rockland number 10, Rianne Kelleher. Grace Haley sends the ball back to Ciara McDermott, who makes no mistake and sends that over the black spot.
That was a very fine score. 40 yards out to the right, straight over the black spot.
Coming into the water break here, halfway through the first half, 13 minutes gone. That was a great score there by Ciara McDermott.
Very confidently struck.
Would be known, would have a lot of football in her blood. Her
father with Roscommon for a lot of years here.
Of course, that's Martin McDermott.
Yes. Not just on the field, but a backbone of the Roscommon club for a lot of years here in New York.
Right.
A couple of minutes ago, you mentioned the Matters family. I think they're probably the only family in New York that could put their own seven-a-side football team on the field here.
I believe they have gone on holidays in Ireland and entered into a seven-a-side competition as a family. That's correct. Although Aoife is alone, as she is the only girl, but she holds her own when it comes to playing football.
Of course, this year St Barnabas won the Senior Football Championship, and it was great to see an All-American born team with a few of the Matters brothers on it.
And of course Shannon Gaels won the Junior B men's football, and I think there were 5 Matters brothers played that day. So a name synonymous with the Shannon Gaels club.
Definitely a very family oriented team.
Suffice to say, a minivan is not enough to carry them to a game. Just waiting for proceedings to start again. The referee is blowing it up, so teams will
with these
take the
new
decision.
regulations about seat belts, I don't know if they can accommodate the whole family in the one vehicle.
Well, they have a people carrier.
I should know I'm one of 10, and there used to be 10 of us in a Ford Cortina.
Those were the days,
Yes,
Frank.
yes.
About to get back into action here.
Billy Horan up there. You'll recognise him from someplace. Number 13 on the field there
For Shannon Gaels,
yeah.
Niamh McGrath. Frank, hard to believe it was just 24 hours ago we were here saying goodbye to one of our great stalwarts of the GAA here in New York, and Seamus Dooley.
Without a doubt, as I said, I don't think there'll ever be his likes again. I never met a man who had such passion for the GAA. It was in every facet of his being. He lived, slept and ate the GAA basically.
And does
A wonderful character, a great storyteller in many ways, with a mixture of fact and fiction and various levels in between. But an absolutely wonderful character.
he invented fake news, many would say.
And he certainly made it very appealing.
We all have great memories, and to Amanda and her family we extend our deepest condolences. The game is back on, and the ball is with Ali Kelly. On the attack is Shannon Gaels, Roisin Rinn. Fumbled the ball a little bit, but has passed it on now to Fiona Mullen. Sinead Dobie with the ball. Oh, well read, well intercepted there by Rockland. Great play there by Katie Horan. The ball is in Grace Haley's hands. She rushed that kick and it goes wide.
I see one very interested spectator to my left over here. Was a great Celtics player years ago, Billy Horan.
I would presume that the number 5 Katie Horan is somewhere related.
Judging by his level of enthusiasm, I think you would be correct.
Kenny Toohey sends the ball out. Rockland free in. Grace Haley to take the shot. Rockland lead here 1-1 to 2. Against the flow of play really. It was all Shannon Gaels in the first 10 minutes, but now Rockland are really beginning to assert themselves in the game. That is Ciara Traynor with the ball, sends a high ball in, but not to be fooled by that is Denny Toohey, who comes away with the ball. Looking for someone to play it off. She finds Katrina Brady. Sends the ball out to Roisin Rinn. He lays it off to Ali Kelly. That's a free in for Shannon Gaels. Take the ball quickly, send it in to their number 19, Katrina Mullen. She sends it over the bar.
Here's another superb point there from Katrina Mullen.
That leaves a point between the teams. Rockland 1-1, Shannon Gaels 3 points. Pretty nip and tuck here. Well played there by Olivia Maxwell to try to force the ball on. But Aoife Matters is going to fight. And that's a free in. Ball is back with Katrina Mullen, who's just after a great score. Sends the ball in to Katrina Brady. And Katrina has won her free and Ali Kelly will take the free.
Just about 30 yards out from goals.
Up.
And it's wide of the mark.
Ali is just coming back after many years of a hiatus. Has not played here in maybe 7 or 8 years, but has been coaching at the underage level with Shannon Gaels.
When you speak of Shannon Gaels, in many ways they're one of the success stories of Gaelic football in New York here, having acquired their own grounds and becoming a major competitor in most competitions, at male and female level.
Absolutely. In fact, both of these teams, you could say, have done extremely well, especially in girls football, with Shannon Gaels winning multiple CYCs, as have Rockland at every level.
In many ways, both of these clubs show what can be done if you have the right leadership involved in the respective clubs.
Correct. Some very hard-working volunteers on both sides. Shannon Gaels are in the midst of developing their field out in Frank Golden Park. Rockland already have their field up and running, and it really does make a difference when it comes to training facilities, when you can have somewhere to train. That's Katrina Mullen on the ball. She lays it off to number 6, and here comes Roisin Rinn, who lays it off to Annie Moore. Still with Annie Moore, but she's been blocked down twice.
The keeper to the rescue again there with 2 goal-bound shots deflected out.
Lays the ball out to Olivia Maxwell, who's receiving some close attention from Aoife Matters.
A little too zealous, I would say.
Won her free. The ball bounces awkwardly. Claire Riley gets it. Now Katrina Brady. She lays the ball in. A little bit too much on that. The ball is too soft, I think, so they're looking for a change of football. With these cold temperatures, it's hard to keep them inflated. We're entering into the final 5 minutes of the game here, of the first half. Rockland still lead by a point, 1-1 to 3.
We're just missing a key ingredient here at the moment, a football.
There were 50 of them before the game, but they all seem to have disappeared. So it's Rockland with the sideline ball. I think it's
Sideline mentors might be a little overprotective of their gear.
Orla Donnelly with the sideline ball. She lays it into Olivia Maxwell, who tries to pass it on, but Aoife Matters is there to pick it up. He has held off the tackles of 2 Rockland players to lay the ball off. It's now in the hands of Niamh McGrath, who sends it in. But that is mopped up by Orla Donnelly. Ali Kelly has intercepted there, that pass. Sends the ball in low.
Number 4.
Coming into Caitlin Mahan. Simon has adjudged a foul to have occurred. This is another chance for, I think, Shannon Gaels. Katrina Brady with this attempt. And she makes no mistake. That's both teams level, 1-1 to 4 points. Rockland are sending in some fresh legs. As are Shannon Gaels. Yes, we're seeing the evergreen Rosie O'Reilly make it onto the pitch.
I guess you could refer to her as Miss Cavan herself.
Alright, great taken down by Katrina Mullen. He's lays the ball off to number 5, Roisin Warren. She sends the ball out to Rosie. He sends it on to Katrina Brady. The two veterans on this team try and pick each other out, but Rockland are saying they'll have none of that. That was Sorcha Hayes with the ball, sending it out, but it's fallen into Shannon Gale's hands. Katrina Brady steadies herself and sends that over the bar.
Katrina made no mistake about that. Picked up the break and belted it with confidence straight over the black spot. Lots of experience and class there.
I have to say Katrina is one of the natural leaders here in New York. She was the vice captain with the New York team in 2011, and we reached the All-Ireland Junior Final, and I have to say she brought some experience to that occasion. So Rockland have sent the ball out. They've picked up the dirty ball here in midfield. It's Claire Berkowitz with the ball. She was adjudged to have been fouled. Sends the ball in to Ciara Traynor. The battle is on between her and Kiva Moore.
The referee Simon Gillespie right up with the play there. Alleged to have been an infringement by Shannon Gaels.
Nothing between these two teams here as we're in the dying minutes of this first half. That's Ciara McDermott, sends a high ball in. It's just to the right and wide. So Benny Toohey will send the ball out here. Looking for Katrina Brady. She found Ali Kelly, who was there for the ball. Oh dear. Alrighty, we have an injury. Clock has been stopped. Back on her feet, Ali Kelly. She'd be a big loss if she had to go off at this stage. And there she is. Warrior that she is. Really see the value of the veteran players in with the experience of the young players, Frank, here.
Absolutely. There is the last two scores, by the way, came from Katrina Brady there. Picked up balls that should have been cleared and without any hesitation belted them straight over with great confidence.
Okay, free in here to Rockland again. Adjudged to have been held, Olivia Maxwell. So Ciara McDermott steps up to take this. And just sends it just to the right and wide.
Yes, the experienced players are playing a critical role here, because if you look at Ali Kelly, she's a great link there between defence and the attack.
Yes. Alrighty, and there goes the horn to signify half time. Very little between these teams. Shannon Gaels ahead by 1 point. It's 1-1 to 0-5. What's your reading of that first half, and what should we be expecting now in the second half, Frank?
I think the general overall, Shannon Gaels had a much greater percentage of the play, but that goal made a huge difference to Rockland because it bumped them in front. But then in the last 5 minutes there, I think Shannon Gaels will begin to assert themselves more again, especially with two very valuable points coming from Katrina Brady. They look to have the edge at the moment, and Rockland have been quite wasteful with a number of shots there too. They have, could have made better use of the ball rather than trying to shoot from long distance.
Getting ready to restart here again. Crowder have done their 7th inning stretch, and we're all ready to go. Simon Gillespie to start the second half. And it's Sinead Henry there with the ball. That's, as I said, Sinead, the younger sister of Kellyanne and Mary Kate, both prominent players for the Rockland club. Kellyanne, of course, plays with Sligo right now, and with the Curry club as she's studying in Ireland. Plays the ball into Ciara Traynor, daughter of Phil Traynor. Sends that into Olivia Maxwell. But she is...
Intercepted Katrina there.
Great interception by Katrina, who finds Rosie Riley. Rosie looking for some support, sends the ball in. Nobody there, only a Rockland shirt. One of the Donnelly girls there lays the ball off.
Number 13.
That's a new player for Shannon Gaels. Number 13, Niamh McGrath is in. Lost the ball there. And here comes Claire Berkowitz.
Rockland on the attack here, and they have the breeze. This is looking dangerous.
And that's number 16 for Rockland.
That went just screeching outside the post.
Sally Plaganis come in there as a sub. Rockland just have the 15 players today. I would say Shannon Gaels have 20 plus. Okay, that's a great interception by Claire Berkowitz, who lays it off to Olivia Maxwell, who sends the ball in low, but Benny Toohey not fooled by that one, although her kick out only reaches Grace Kelleher, who has also come on as a sub. Shannon Gaels have taken the ball back, and it's with Rosie Riley. He's looking for Ali Kelly. Found Ali. Ciara O'Reilly is giving close attention to her. Ali sends the ball down the line and sends it wide. Great pressure there by Ciara O'Reilly. Another, almost, even though she's 18, a veteran of this Rockland club. Ciara was the captain of the New York team last year at the CYC, who won that competition, the minor premier. And she's a great role model for some of these younger players.
Katrina's away. Good interception by Katrina there. She's burning up the ground here. She flicks it inside. A chance on here.
Oh, great block there.
Good defence there by Rockland.
Rushing Rin was denied there by Rockland, and Rockland come out with the ball. It's into Ciara McDermott's hands now as she goes past the midfield line. Leads it into Sally Paganis.
On the ground.
That's a free into Rockland, as the ball was adjudged to have been played on the line, on the ground by Amy McGrath. Ciara McDermott is stepping up to take this free. Now she lays it off to Claire Berkowitz. Claire sends a high ball in, it's cruising in and over the bar.
Straight over the bar.
Great score by Claire. That brings the teams all square again, 1-2 to 5 points. So Olivia Maxwell comes off, and I think it's Grace Haley has returned to the field of play.
Rockland have a slight advantage here at the moment. The wind has picked up a little bit, and that ball carried very well for the equaliser there.
Just looking at the flags, it definitely is blowing in their favour, and that is great interception there by Rockland's number 7. Saoirse Donnelly, one of the 2 Donnelly sisters playing. That was taken away by Shannon Gaels number 16. Annie Moore, no, Saoirse O'Sullivan. Almost 5 minutes gone here. Rockland only one to score in this half so far, and they're really exerting the pressure right now. Ciara McDermott with the ball, sends it in, sends it high, and sends it over the bar. Great score there by Ciara McDermott. Any 2 to get things going again here for Shannon Gaels. Looking for Katrina Brady, the reliable. Ball is with Rosie O'Reilly, and then she lays it off to Amy McGrath. A throw ball. Oh. Tis Junior B.
Slightness of hand rather than a swift pass there.
And Sally Flaganis with the ball. She lays it in towards Grace Haley, but beautifully intercepted by Claire Riley. Although the ball only goes as far as Ciara McDermott. Ciara McDermott
she's beginning to play very well here, assert her presence very forcibly.
And that's Grace Haley with the ball, who sends it too fast in and wide. Definitely Rockland seem to be picking it up here in the midfield sector. They're ahead by a point, 1-3 to 5. Penny 2 with the kick out. Of course, she's looking for a great takedown by Claire Berkowitz, who's still in possession, getting the close attention of 2 Shannon Gaels players, and she wins her free. She looks like she's going to take it herself. After her last effort, she might feel pretty comfortable doing that. Comes off the post. Oh. And we have another free in for Rockland. That's Claire Berkowitz again. It out to the side, but well taken there by Katrina Mullen. Sends the ball forward to Caitlin Mahon. Now it's with Rosie Riley, who's sending the ball in. Found Orla Riley. Orla Riley was fouled. So it's a free in here to Shannon Gaels, probably a little bit too far out. Rockland found a little bit wanting there. However, Rosie just sends it to the right and wide. The Rockland kick out, it's Mairead Tomayan. Saoirse Donnelly with the ball, she's sending it in.
This is looking good for Shannon Gaels here.
Just a little bit slow sending that ball in, but they did have the numerical advantage there. Great pressure there by the Rockland players to force Ali Kelly into that mistake.
Certainly was. They had the numbers back.
Oh, great pass in, taken by Grace Haley. Grace lays the ball off to Grace Kelleher. Grace is going across the field looking for it. She has found Ciara McDermott.
She's gone 30 yards already. She looks to go all the way for a big shot.
Sends it in. Benny Toohey makes a stop, but she's close attention of Ciara Traynor. Shannon Gaels send the ball out into the hands of Caitlin Mahon. That's Ciara O'Reilly. Sends it in to Grace Kelleher. Grace Kelleher sends that ball in and high and over the bar.
A very well worked point there by Rockland and a good finish by Grace Kelly. Persistence paid off there.
So Rockland have pulled 2 points ahead. They're 1-4 to 5. They're really beginning to assert themselves on this game here, Frank. They're winning it in midfield.
Yes, and the wind has also picked up a little bit, which is an added advantage.
Shannon Gaels up for a short kick out, which has not worked. Claire Berkowitz with the ball, and she's on the attack. Takes a short ball in, not Benny Toohey mops it up, but again, that was blocked on the way out. She's found Katrina Brady, steady hands to the ship. That's Caitlin Mullen now on the ball. Katrina Mullen. Found Brady again. Katrina Mullen. Sends the ball to Ali Kelly. This is Amy McGrath. Caitlin Mahon with the ball.
Number 4. A point there, hit the crossbar, could easily just have gone under.
That was scored by Caitlin Mahon. Nearly at the halfway point of the second half, and 1 point between the teams, 1-4 to 6 points. That was beautifully taken by Amy McGrath, who lays it off to Rosie Riley. Rosie Riley to Katrina Brady. We see the veterans all teaming up here. Lays the ball in well to number 23, Orla Riley. Who finds
Rosie eye in the post.
And there you go, and that's all square again. That's a great point there by Rosie Riley. So it's 1-4 to 7 points. All square here. We will, in the event of a tie, we'll have extra time.
Judging by that response, Rosie has a lot of fans here today.
There you go. That ball is in the hands of Grace Haley. Lays the ball off to Olivia Maxwell, back to Grace Haley. Grace Haley, Olivia Maxwell now in possession. She's the Rockland goal scorer, finds Claire Berkowitz, who has scored a nice couple of points there herself. She plays the ball into Grace Kelleher. Sends the ball back out to Ciara McDermott. Ciara McDermott was blocked down very well there.
Water break.
We have the water break here. We're about the halfway point of the second half. All square, 1-4 to 7.
Yes, it's very well balanced. Rockland appear to be have the better of the exchanges there for a while, but 2 late points there for Shannon Gaels leveled it up, and especially one there from Rosie O'Reilly, shot with great confidence, and obviously, judging by the response, all our fans are here today.
I think it's the Shannon Gaels fans. We'll not get Rosie's head too big.
I spoke to her before the game, and she said she would have great difficulty concentrating based on the fact that on a high after Cavan's magnificent win today in the Ulster final against supposedly against all the odds.
That's correct. I think Cavan showed what a little bit of hunger for the game can do, and definitely were the deserving winners on the day.
I look forward to reading the press tomorrow to see what all the experts have to say, because very few were given Cavan a chance, and basically nobody was given Tipperary a chance.
Well, they do say that some of the best experts are like our really good weather people here that can say anything and get away with it. Just here in the water break, waiting for the ref to blow it back up.
Yeah. What's he saying?
Of course, we're.
The same as refereeing.
He's been doing it all along.
Okay.
In underage.
He's doing very well here.
Yeah. Of course, the lights beginning to go down here. We're in the beginnings of our winter here in New York as we all get ready to prepare for our Thanksgiving week. Thursday being Thanksgiving. Being told it's going to be Thanksgiving with a difference this year, as we're being discouraged from spending it with family and friends, but that is 2020. Of course, today's game is the last game on the ladies' calendar for this year, and then we get down to the business side of things with our AGM coming up in 2 weeks. Still unknown if we will be having that in person, depending on the state regulations.
Well, many people seem to have adapted very well to Zoom.
Well, we've had a county board meeting on Zoom since this all began. I think it's a good time now to give a shout out to all our essential workers and first responders, many of them involved with all our clubs here. A lot of our players are in the profession of nursing, healthcare, allied healthcare workers, teachers, speech therapists, physical therapists, EMTs. We even have physician's assistants and doctors. So they've been working tirelessly over the last 8 or 9 months, and on behalf of the ladies board, we just want to say thank you for the great work that they have been doing. Ready to get started here again, and the ball.
You're absolutely right. In many cases, those are the unsung heroes of this epidemic.
We're back on here with a bad kick out from Shannon Gaels. And that was Ciara Traynor who sent that ball over the bar. Rockland just sneak ahead, 1-5-7. Alrighty, and that's Olivia Maxwell with the ball. She finds Ciara McDermott, who's very strong on the ball, very confident, finding a spot, but went a little bit too far to the right and wide. And that's Benny Toohey finds Katrina Brady, who lays the ball off to Katrina Mullen. Katrina Mullen coming forward, sends the ball in to Orla Riley. Orla Riley to Caitlin Mahan. Sends a high ball in to Rushing Rin, who finds Rosie Riley. Rosie sent that over and sends it wide. Ball with Claire Berkowitz, who's playing very deep at the moment. Of course, this is a 13-a-side competition.
She's also very good at carrying the ball and manoeuvring her way through traffic. And she lays a great ball inside.
Into Ciara McDermott, to Grace Kelleher.
The goalkeeper.
Oh, and she makes no mistake. That's a super sub, Grace Kelleher with the goal there.
A great goal.
Or was it? No, sorry, it's Sally Pleganis, number 16. Alrighty, here we go again. Katrina Brady with the ball.
But the goal culminated from the great run by the player Berkowitz there. She carried the ball from deep in defence and laid it well into space out on the right side.
Rockland have opened up a little gap here. They're now 4 points ahead. So we'll see what Shannon Gaels are made of it. So Katrina Brady lays the ball off to number 22. It's Frances Riley. Steps.
No. I don't know why he took him so long to make that call, sure.
Sorika Hayes, who played the ball into Claire Berkowitz. So Sorika Hayes again with the ball, sends the ball in. Found Grace Haley. Grace Haley, great vision to pick out Olivia Maxwell running into space. Aoife Matters has gone to close down the angle there and has done very, very well. Of course, we're seeing a little bit of that competitive play from the underage coming through. Well done, that's Ciara O'Reilly. Picks up that ball, sends it back to Sorika Hayes, sends it into Ciara. It's Claire Berkowitz again with the ball. Running in to try and find some space here. Sends the ball into Sorika Hayes. Finds Rianne Kelleher. Saoirse Donnelly. Okay, the ball is with Olivia Maxwell. Grace Haley. Oh, and she sent a rasper in, and it was high but wide.
That could have been the clincher there if it had been a little lower.
Just over 7.5 minutes left to play here. We're heading into the final third of the game. It's Katrina Brady with the ball. Sends the ball in to Rosie Riley.
Rosie plays it well into space. They got two players waiting for it here. Could be something on here for Shannon Gaels.
One of the Riley
support is on hand.
Ali Kelly there. That's Roisin Wynn.
The attack is broken up.
Rockland are quick on the
Berkowitz comes away with it here.
She has found Olivia Maxwell. Aoife Matters has something to say about that, and Aoife beautifully cleans up that ball and picks her way down the line.
A very timely interception there.
Sends the ball into Rosie Riley. Rosie finds Ali Kelly. Sends it back to Rosie. Sends a high ball in. Not too many Shannon Gaels shirts in there though, and Rockland do enough to clean it up. That ball is sent out by Orla Donnelly. It's Niamh McGrath with the ball. No, Katrina Brady has stepped in to take this one, looking for.
She's going to go deep with it.
Doesn't have the options. Rockland are tightening ship here. Have to say Simon very clear in his instructions there. He makes no
he has
mistake.
refereed. He has refereed very well here. Very consistent.
Olivia Riley there. Orla Riley. It's Katrina Brady.
Katrina's going to go for a score here.
Katrina Mullen. He sends the ball right over the black spot.
At the last minute she dished it off, and
just a goal separating the teams here, 5 to 8 points. Down to the last 5 minutes of the game. Rockland are making a substitute. That call didn't meet the
There is some dissent about it.
among
The
the
stands
Rockland
here.
supporters. Here comes Aoife Matters with the ball, driving forward. Finds Katrina Mullen, but that ball is mopped up by Leanne Kelleher. It's a free into Shannon Gaels, and I think Katrina Brady is stepping up to take this.
We're at a crucial part of the game here.
Four
Shannon
minutes,
Gaels need a score from this.
4 minutes to go. She finds. Oh, there definitely was a pullback there.
There's a penalty here. Yes, there was a fairly vigorous tug on the jersey. I knew you'd be coming into your own. It looks to be Ali Kelly that's
Ali would
getting
have-
up to.
Ali would have some soccer experience too. But Maria
On the spot kick.
Maria Tremaine is a great goalkeeper, so this is nothing guaranteed. Oh, what a goal!
Extremely well struck, no doubt about it. Keeper never had a chance. Now the fat is in the fire, as they say. It's all tied up with just 3 minutes to go.
2-5 to 1-8. Shannon Gaels have got the ball again. Trina Brady lays it into Ali Kelly. Finds Rosie O'Reilly, who finds Katrina Mullen. Katrina Mullen makes a run towards the goal for a better position.
This could be the go-ahead point.
Who will take it? It looks like Katrina Brady is stepping up to take this one. This could be her Dean Rock moment.
It's about 25 yards out, she takes the kick. And it
Send
goes wide.
Okay, all to play for in the last 2 minutes here. This kick out, very important possession from this kick out. Sends it out towards the sideline.
No, it's not. That's not out.
It did.
Huh?
Did
Oh,
cross
what's-
the line.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Sends the ball in. Katrina Brady has the ball. She lays it off.
That's fouled again.
I have a feeling we could be seeing someone go to the sin bin after that one. Yeah, Ciara O'Reilly.
Foul on the 21-yard line there, and this could be the clincher.
Just over a minute to play. Katrina Brady steps up for this one. It's a lot better position than her last missed free. She sends
Katrina's-
that over the bar. All the play for here in the last minute. Rockland are down to 13 players. Ball coming out fast. And there it is. Aoife Matters with the ball. Just needs to hold on to possession. Ball has crossed the sideline here. Okay, we've got 30 seconds to go. Pushing the back there on Ciara Traynor. There's 25 seconds left to play. All to play for. Greatly intercepted there by Shannon Gaels. sends the ball out to one of the Riley girls and finds Ali Kelly. Oh, and they've lost possession. 10 seconds to go, 8 seconds. It's all to play for, every ball being contested for here. The free in. I think that Simon blew a free before the clock went off, so I think those celebrations might be a little bit premature, but it would have to be a direct score.
I don't think the time is there, and neither is the distance.
No. So a great comeback there by Shannon Gaels after a great penalty by Ali Kelly, without a doubt.
That was as good a penalty as I've seen struck this year, with great authority and well placed into the corner of the net, rising, giving the keeper absolutely no chance of saving it.
So yeah, there is a free to be taken here. Just as I thought, he had blown it before the clock went.
Unless there is some external force.
But this, as we know, because the time clock has gone off, this ball must cross the bar without being played by another player. So those celebrations might have been premature, but here we go. Grace Haley has the ball. I'm not sure if there's extra. Is he playing, or if it's just a direct kick? I'm sure he has given the instructions out there, Frank.
I don't think this is really much of a possibility here.
That's it, it's all over, and Shannon Gaels are the Junior B champions. Great comeback after going down by 4 points by Shannon.